In a peaceful valley, where the grass swayed softly in the evening breeze, there lived two very special friends. Eleanor the elephant was known for her kind eyes and her love of watching clouds drift across the sky. Her best friend, Gabriel the giraffe, had the gentlest smile and enjoyed stretching his long neck to catch the last golden rays of sunset. Every evening, Eleanor and Gabriel would meet in their favorite meadow, where wildflowers nodded their sleepy heads and butterflies danced on silent wings. They would share stories and watch as the stars began to twinkle one by one in the velvet sky above. One particularly peaceful evening, as the moon rose full and bright, Eleanor noticed something unusual about their favorite old oak tree. Its leaves seemed to shimmer with a soft, silvery light, like moonbeams caught in morning dew. Gabriel tilted his head curiously as Eleanor walked closer to investigate. "Look," whispered Eleanor, her voice as soft as a lullaby. "The tree is glowing like starlight." As they both moved closer, the silvery light grew warmer and gentler, wrapping around them like a cozy blanket on a cool evening. Then something wonderful happened. The ground beneath their feet became as light as clouds, and they found themselves floating gently upward, surrounded by twinkling lights. It felt like being cradled in the softest of dreams. As they floated through the starlit sky, the world around them began to change. The trees grew taller and more ancient, their branches reaching up like gentle guardians of time. The air became warm and sweet, filled with the scent of flowers that hadn't bloomed for thousands of years. They drifted down into a peaceful valley where other elephants and giraffes roamed freely through endless meadows. These were their ancestors from long ago, walking through a world where time moved more slowly and the grass grew taller than the tallest trees. Eleanor and Gabriel watched in peaceful wonder as their ancient families shared food and protected one another, just as friends always have. The sight filled their hearts with a warm, gentle feeling, like sunshine on a spring morning. As they continued their dreamy journey through time, they floated forward to see beautiful ice crystals painting delicate patterns across the land. Woolly mammoths walked quietly through the snow, their long fur swaying like grass in a gentle breeze. The world was hushed and peaceful, wrapped in a blanket of white. The silver light carried them even further, to a time when the first flowers began to bloom on earth. They watched as tiny plants reached toward the sun, unfurling their leaves like tiny waves on a calm sea. Butterflies with wings as wide as Gabriel's neck floated past, leaving trails of sparkles in the air. Throughout their journey, Eleanor and Gabriel felt safe and warm in their gentle bubble of silver light. They watched as the moon waxed and waned countless times, as stars danced their slow, graceful dance across the ages. When they finally began their peaceful journey home, they noticed that the stars seemed to sing a soft lullaby, guiding them back to their own time. The silver light carried them as gently as a mother carrying her sleeping child. They found themselves back in their familiar meadow, where the old oak tree still shimmered softly in the moonlight. The evening breeze whispered through the leaves, telling ancient stories to anyone who would listen. Eleanor and Gabriel settled down in their favorite spot beneath the stars, feeling peaceful and content. They had seen the great dance of time, flowing as smoothly as a quiet stream, and they understood that all things were connected in a gentle, endless circle. From that night on, whenever Eleanor and Gabriel met in their meadow, they would remember their dreamy journey through time. They would watch the stars twinkle overhead and feel the same warmth and peace they had experienced during their magical adventure. As the crickets sang their evening song and the flowers closed their petals for the night, Eleanor and Gabriel would share stories about their ancestors and the beautiful worlds they had seen. Each memory was like a soft, warm blanket, wrapping them in comfort and wonder. Sometimes, on especially quiet nights, they would see a hint of silver light in the old oak tree's leaves. It reminded them that magic and wonder were always present, floating gently through the world like dandelion seeds on a summer breeze. And so, as the moon continued its peaceful journey across the sky, Eleanor and Gabriel would rest together in their meadow, grateful for their friendship and the beautiful dreams they shared. The stars would watch over them, twinkling like gentle nightlights in the vast, peaceful darkness. As we leave our friends beneath their blanket of stars, remember that every evening brings its own kind of magic. Close your eyes and imagine the soft silver light carrying you to peaceful dreams where elephants and giraffes float through time like clouds in a gentle summer sky.